Now, it's a good thing I'm wearing a red shirt. For 4 reasons. 1, it's my merch, obviously, linked to it in the description. 2, we're on the newest part of the Manchester Underground. 3, we're here at Hampton. And 4, it's time to do secrets off the Rose line.
Let the darkness lead us into the light. Let our dreams get lost, feel the temperature rise. Baby, tell me one more beautiful lie. One touch and I ignite.
Now, there's a very unique feature about Hampton because back in the days, these tracks didn't even exist. You could only get Intercity Express and Roblox Rail and Regional at this station. But now, thanks to Rev Roblox, the Rose Line now comes to Hampton and you can now connect with National Rail services. And if you come to this side of Hampton, you'll notice there's 2 terminating platforms, except one of them doesn't even have track. But the one I'm standing on does have track. Now that our train is here, it's time to leave Hampton and call at every station on the line. And our first stop was Apsley Road. Now you'll love what we find at Apsley Road station because not only does it have a footbridge, obviously a station's got to have a footbridge, otherwise how else will you access the platforms, but this station has a waiting room, except the seats are quite small. And also has a ticket office. And the one and most important thing, just like Deansgate, it has a tube map. But it's the old tube map because it's got Osbank on it. But we'll get to that in a moment. The next station on the line is Harling West, but by looking at it, looks rather dull. So we moved on to our next station, which is Chadwell Green. Welcome to Chadwell Green Station. You've got the Princess Line on this side and the Rose Line on this side. That way goes towards Bentley on the Princess Line, Hampton on the Rose Line. That way goes towards Boyden on the Princess Line and Kennington Palace on the Rose Line. Welcome to a rather blank Hazelwood station. Now, for those of you who've watched a live stream, which I've done on Mind the Gap, I think it was called the Disused Parts of Mind the Gap. I can't really remember because it's been a long time since I've done it. But I could remember coming to this station. It turns out that this is Hazelwood Station, now served by the Rose Line. I had a feeling it was going to be part of the Rose Line. But what's also cool is this, if we come over here, the Princess Line bypasses this station. And also, if you look at that side over there, believe that's some sidings over there, but they're not in use. Now we've come to Deansgate station because there's a fact about this station. Did you know, before this new version of Mind the Gap was released, this station actually used to be a terminus of the Rose Line. But as you can see, trains are now going to Hampton. Now we've come to Wellesley station because, well, I forgot to mention this at Deansgate, but did you know deep level trains actually used to go to Deansgate low level, which is at the commuter station at Deansgate, But now it sits there derelict. All there is a wall. But did you also know, because there's a fact about Wellesley, Wellesley is one of the older stations of the game. You've got commuter that side, which used to be the circular route of Mind the Gap. And you've got the subsurface over here. And you've got, well, where I'm standing is the deep level. And there's another fact. Did you also know, the same goes for Weiholt, the Rose and Ivor lines actually share this part of the station. Now this part of the video is for those who haven't watched my Ivor line video. We've come to Weiholt station because if you come over here, and I did mention this in my Ivor line video, but did you know this station has got a Desi board, and it says this train is for nothing. There's a train over here. Where's that going? It's going to Kennington Palace, which is the terminus of the Rose line. You also got your signs to which platform serves what. Now we've got a sign over here that says to Deansgate, but Deansgate isn't a terminus anymore. Well, it actually makes sense because trains do go to Deansgate, but it goes through Deansgate. Or to make more sense, it actually calls at Deansgate, but carries on towards all stations towards Hampton. And we also have the old tube map. And there's Osbank, which, as you know, doesn't exist. But there is a station with the same name, but we'll get to that in a minute. Now we've come to Ashton Park station on the Rose line, because remember when I said that this sign above me once said Victor line, and I wondered, since when did the Victor line call at this station? Well, apparently it looks like Red Roblox watched my previous videos, saw it, and decided to change the sign. And now it says Ivor line. It was actually funny that it said Victor line, because we was like, oh, I didn't know the Victor line actually called at this station. Well, there you go. Now if you come to this part of Deansgate Interchange, you'll notice something odd about this sign over here. Rose line services to Osbank. Osbank is now shut, and this train goes to, and I have explained it before, I can't actually see the Dusty board, but this train goes to Kennington Palace. We've also got, of course, the tube map as well. So I actually should say services to Kennington Palace. One thing you'll love about Quay North is that the platform is so narrow that if you stand here, you'll get to see trains coming in on both platforms at the same time. And welcome to one of the Rose Line's newest stations, and that being Siddeley Road. And we've come here because there's a secret about this station. If you guys just follow me. Well, after I film this tube train out. Right, as I was saying, this station has a secret. If you guys could just follow me, if I can find the exit. Here's the exit. Okay, if we walk this way, I believe it's this way. Yep, I think that's it over there. If we go this way, then you'll notice that there is now a disused station. Which is God, this is taking a while to get up. Which is, we are getting close to it. Osbank. And here we are. And there's a big sign up here that says station closed. You can't get into it. And there it is. It's literally just down there. There's the tracks. And here we are on platform level. You can't even get up there as well. You can't even go into the overpass. So this station is Osbank, now closed, never to be brought back again. We're now leaving Sedderley Road Station for Osbank West, which you can change for National Rail services. And finally, Kendall Gardens, where I found a couple of secrets. Now here we are at Kendall Gardens Station. Now there's a very weird secret about this station, because if you look at this sign and step over here, it disappears. But if you come this side, it reappears. And also, the other secret is that, well, it's quite obvious. There's an entrance and exit. And also, you might be tempted to go to the Terminus station to get to the palace itself, but Kendall Gardens is actually the closest station to, I believe that's Kennington Palace. So if you want to go to this building behind me, get off at Kendall Gardens. It's closer. So we've now made it to the other end of the Rose Line. We're now at Kennington Palace, which marks the end of our Rose Line tour. So now the only thing I've got to do is look around this place and then head back on this train back into the city of Launceston.